Great morning, great morning, great morning. You guys come on in. Come on in. Great morning. Hold on. Let me get in here so I can share. Let me see. Let me see. Great morning, you guys. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Hold on, y'all. Let me start to share. Let me know who's here, where you're tuning in from, and share, 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 share the broadcast. This one is a good one. This is a good one. Let me share. Y'all give me a second. Let me go on and get in my share mode. Okay. All right. Let's get started. Thank you, baby. Good morning. Hey, Jackie. Good to see you. Hey, Mike. North Carolina in the building. All this North Carolina, North Carolina, what? North Carolina, North Carolina, what? In the house. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Great morning, April. Hey, Christina. Thank you for sharing, April. Listen, Christina, remind me, this is what I need you to do. Remind me for us to go ahead and schedule you an event in Kentucky. Okay. I'll be there. We'll be there next weekend. Not this weekend. It's this weekend. Yo, this weekend. This weekend coming up? No, next weekend. Next weekend we'll be there. So remind me, let's set something up. Let's go ahead, put it in play, and get you set up. Yeah, for a live event. Hey, we tasted what? We spraying what? We sipping and we spraying. Yes, yes, yes. So we can go ahead, because there's several of y'all in the area. We can just go on and do something as a collective and just bring people together and do it like that. How about that right there? And hit them with the 1 2, the 1 2. Oh, that's 1 1, 1 1 1 2. Okay, listen, I'm super excited about today's word, you guys. Hey, James, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, listen. Before we get started, get your live out so we can take our shot. Choo choo, choo choo, choo choo, choo choo. Shake it up. Ooh, ooh, shake it up. Let's pour it up. All right, all right. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it on my timeline, but the waitress that we shared some alive with, my husband gave her a shot while we were in the restaurant when we did the I Am Alive conference here in Panama City. When we went to lunch, he had the alive. He gave her a shot. She really was kind of dragging. Her voice was kind of low. She was struggling her speech. You could tell that she was challenged with her speech. And she told us later on that she had a stroke. And, sometimes, she still just struggles with her speech and stuff. But baby, she took a shot of alive. And she came alive. Her voice was louder. And if you look at the picture now, my husband and I were talking about it. She does not look like the same woman. You can clearly, visibly see a difference in her countenance. Her energy is up. She said she's working out now. She's got the energy to work out. She walks, the community. She says she doesn't get as upset with people at work. Like literally, the product has been impacting her life. So here's to Lori, who was really one of the first people that just got some alive, right? So here's to Lori, and may she continue to see great health and great success. Cheers. Let me pull my husband up, y'all. Good morning, Evelyn. We just took our shot. Did you take your shot with us, girl? I'm pouring your friend up now. You can do it with him. Babe, you pour it up. So, I love it. So you guys, for those of you that don't know, Alive is an amazing proprietary liquid blend that actually is a metabolism booster. It supports your blood sugar levels, balances your hormones, whether you're male or female, increases energy, decreases your appetite, enhances mood and libido, and promotes weight management. It is amazing. You pour it up. Evelyn, I wish you could see him, honey. He finna show out. Y'all know that, right? Showing out. He just be showing out. Good morning, Evelyn. So let's get into this word, y'all, because let's talk about it. Because I need us to really understand the power that we possess together. The power that we possess together. Y'all heard what I said? Together. Now, God, in his infinite wisdom, is doing some stuff, working on our behalf. And I love how he does that. But let's get into the text for today. It's Genesis chapter 11. Genesis chapter 11, and we're going to talk about verse 6. Genesis chapter 11, verse 6. And this is God talking. He said, look, he said, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. Look, he said, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. Now, let me say this. This is when the children of Israel were building the Tower of Babel. And I want to kind of go into the story and talk about what was going on that made God like literally say, hey, hold up now. Wait a minute. Let us. Come on, somebody. Let me go to Genesis 11. Genesis is the first book of the Bible. Chapter 11. I'm going to start with verse 1, and it reads, at one time, all the people of the world spoke the same language and used the same words. As the people migrated to the east, they found a plain in the land of Babylonia and settled there. They began saying to each other, let's make bricks and harden them with fire. In this region, bricks were used instead of stone, and tar was used for mortar. Then they said, come, let us build a great city for ourselves with a tower that reaches into the sky. This will make us famous and keep us from being scattered all over the world. But the Lord came down to look at the city and the tower the people were building. Look, he said, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will it be impossible for them. Come, let's go down and confuse the people with different languages. Then they won't be able to understand each other. In that way, the Lord scattered them all over the world and they stopped building the city. That is why the city was called Babel, because that is where the Lord confused the people with different languages. In this way, he scattered them all over the world. Look, the people are united and they all speak the same language. After this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. So let me tell you a little bit about why this is so important to me, right? Because it speaks to the power of unity and speaking the same language. This is why we write the vision and make it plain so that we can be speaking the same language as it relates to the vision, so that we can be on one accord, but communicate it in the same way. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this, and y'all can take it for what it's worth. One of our biggest problems is we don't speak the same language. Y'all may say, Dr. V, what do you mean we don't speak the same language? We all speak English. We can all speak English and still not be speaking the same language. We can all speak English and still not be speaking the same language. When we started, and I was looking back over the stuff that I pulled down for the No More Sabotage class, how ironic it is that I'm doing that class again. In fact, I'm doing it tonight. Let me go ahead and throw that up so that you guys can have that information so you can register. Doing part 1 tonight of No More Sabotage. So when I was looking back at the notes, at the things that I had pulled down, I realized that having a common language is one of the key things that happens when you do the class. You begin to have a common language, speak the same language concerning certain things. Like you're calling it the same thing and it's easier to understand. Thank you, Corey. And so because you're speaking the same language, it makes it easier for you to be on one accord, right? I knew that I needed my husband to take the assessment, to take the class so that he could understand the language I was speaking, because I talk a lot in terms of the saboteurs, right? Haven't been talking about it as much, but they still show up. So, but he understands the language. He understands when I'm talking about it, he gets it. See, when we speak the same language, when we're united with a common goal, speaking the same language, there's nothing impossible. There's nothing impossible with us. Like there's nothing impossible for us to accomplish because we are on one accord speaking the same language, right? And that's why the language that you speak when you have a major goal is important. You've got to be able to speak the same language. You've got to be saying the same things. You've got to be able to. And in doing that, listen to me, in doing that, what you do is you allow a level of unity to occur that moves obstacles out of the way. Because instead of seeing obstacles, you see the opportunities. Instead of being stuck, you see what you need to do, where you need to make adjustments. I'm just saying. You want to see some things move? You want to do some impossible things? Speak the same language. Get on one accord and speak the same language.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone.
Y'all hear him? That Negro can sing. I'm trying to tell y'all, my husband can sing with an A, anointed to do it, right? I'm trying to get us to speak the same language. I need us to speak the same language when it comes to this, right? God said, let us go down and see what they doing, because if we don't go down, It's going to be a problem. Good morning, Stacy. Okay, Corey. He understood, God knew it was going to be a problem because they were on one accord speaking the same language. He knew that nothing was impossible. You want to know why you haven't been able to do the things that you desire to do? Because y'all are not on one accord speaking the same language. Listen, if you're speaking faith and someone else is speaking doubt, you ain't going to be able to get there. It's a tug of war. It's a tug of war. How you going to get there? How you going to get there? Because you're pushing and pulling against each other. How you going to get there? You're not going to be able to get there. You're going to delay it. It's not going to come together until you get on one accord or you totally separate. Come on, somebody. It's not going to come together until you get on one accord or you separate. Dr. V, why would you say that? Because it is the truth. You can think that you can accomplish great. Do you know how people accomplish great things? They get on one accord. They're saying the exact same thing. They're going in the exact same direction. They're going with the same intensity. And they produce breakthrough. We know what we're doing. We're doing the same thing. Let's go. And you produce breakthrough. Listen. Listen. We have an audacious goal for this month. It's audacious goal for this month. And if you look at it in the natural, it looks impossible. But we read here clearly that God said, they were speaking the same language. They were on one accord. And he said, listen, if we don't get down here, they build that tower, nothing they set out to do will be impossible. There are some things where when you accomplish one thing, like after that, hey, ain't nothing impossible because now you know the possibilities. You know what happens when you come together. You know what happens when you're on one accord. You know what happens. You know what happens. So now, what do? You do what you must in order for the goal to be accomplished. We have too many people. Y'all ain't giving me no reactions. Where's the hearts? Come on, y'all, put some hearts or something. Do something. Come on now. Too many people are scared of believing in themselves, believing in a goal, and going all in and doing whatever they must in order to manifest it. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all need to accomplish some stuff. See, when you accomplish some stuff, baby, it changes the game. You like, oh, wait a minute now. Listen, if we did this, then we can. We don't want to take no risks. We don't want to go for no goals. We don't want to set no goals. We don't want to put ourselves out there. We don't want nobody to know. I triple dog dare you to believe in you enough to set a goal for your life and pursue it with reckless abandon. Pursue it with reckless abandon. Today is the 24th. Today is the 24th. We have, counting today, 7 more days in the month. 6, 7. 7 days. Is that right? 10, 11. 7 days left in the month. And I don't know about you. I've never been the one to say, I'm going to wait until next month to achieve my goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, not count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 counting today. I've never been the one to say, well, I'm just going to wait and I'll start over next month. Bump that. No, we're about to do some stuff this month. The month ain't over. Let's go. The month ain't over. Let's go. The month is not over. Let's go. What we doing? Where we going? I'm trying to tell y'all, the month is not over. Let's go. I think one of my struggles when it comes to teams, right, is that most people don't have the drive and tenacity and determination that I have. They don't have it. They don't. It just is a fact. They don't have it. I'm not saying that they can't get it, but I'm saying they just don't usually have it. People want it, but it seems too hard for them. And I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm looking for some people that ain't afraid to go big or go home. Some people that are not afraid to believe in the impossible. Some people that want to break and shatter records. Some people that want to do what others say is impossible. Some people who want to just break out and not be the same old, doing the same old regular, being the same old regular, not achieving, not accomplishing. Some people that want to win awards. Some people that want to make money. Some people that want to change lives. I'm talking about for real, for real. I'm looking for some people like me. I'm looking for some me's. Now, you may not be a me, but you may say, Dr. V, listen, now, I may not be able to do all you can do, but listen, what I can do is I can do my part. Can I get some people who say, hey, I want to make some change. I want to do some things, because nothing is impossible when we are on one accord speaking the same language. That language means failure is not an option. There is no failure. There's simply lessons. I'm looking for some people like that. Y'all, I want y'all to understand something. I'm not looking for them just for me. I'm not looking for them just for accolades. I'm not looking for them just for awards. I'm looking for them because I know that we're going to be able to change more people's lives when we get on one accord, when we're really serious about that. Y'all, we get so caught up in us. And I don't want to talk to nobody, because what if they say no and I don't sell? But you always selling ish. You selling ish all the time. Every day you selling something. Every day you selling something, and you ain't even just gotta say, you can just use the stuff and change your life. But I really am looking for some people that want to really achieve some things that the world says is impossible. I promise you, I'm looking for them people. I don't care that the month is almost over. I'm looking for them people right now. I'm going to still be looking for them on the 31st. I'm still going to be looking for them, but I'm looking for them right now. My baby said, if you just hang around long enough, my baby is contagious. Babe, I am, but I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Man, people get so comfortable. I mean, just comfortable and complacent. You know, comfortable is the enemy of greatness. I'm talking about it is diametrically opposed to greatness. You can never be great being comfortable. Ever. I mean, comfortable is the enemy of greatness. I'm looking for some people that want to be great. You tired of being regular. You know you really not wired to be regular, but you become regular because the people around you are regular. Looking for some people that are looking for greatness, that are ready to be great. That want to do some stuff that looks impossible. Yes, Corey. Looking for some next level folks, some people that ready to go to the next level. Like, you're supposed to go, but you're not sure how to get. So listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and y'all can take it for what it's worth, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. I firmly believe this with everything in me. Listen. I firmly believe with everything in me that one of the blessings of network marketing is that it gives a space for regular people to be great. It gives a space for people to learn how to be um, learn how to accomplish goals, learn how to not be afraid to allow the greatness in them to be unleashed. All of us have greatness inside of us. The problem is many times we don't unleash it. And when we don't unleash it, we usually don't unleash it because of our saboteurs. Our saboteurs get in the way. And when we let our saboteurs get in the way of our greatness, we start backing up, we pull up, we back down, we listen. What if? What if God was waiting to unleash all of your greatness using that vehicle? Why that vehicle though? Why? Because of the power of leverage, the power of leveraging the efforts of multiple people to accomplish a singular goal, but then everybody is benefiting from it. Everybody is winning. I know we don't normally see that because that's not how things normally play out, right? But when I tell y'all that God has given me strategy for that, He has. Like, God has given me strategy, divine strategy from God on how to build in a way where we can all win. And everybody doesn't have to be a superstar. You don't have to be a superstar. You just have to go to work. You just have to believe enough to go all in. You just have to, while your belief is not there, hold on to my belief in this, my belief in you. Like, see what I see, right? And watch what we're able to do. Look, yesterday, we took, well, I took some alive to Lori, the woman that we met in when we went out to eat. And she looked so different. She looked so different from when we first met her. And my husband said the same thing. I didn't say anything. He said it first. He said, I looked at it and I was like, oh, wow, she looks different. She doesn't even look like the same person. She doesn't. And it was a reminder that what God is doing is changing people's lives. And so she was talking to me about what was going on and how the live was affecting her life. And when she said, I feel so much better, you know, she sounded better. She was talking better. She's exercising. She's excited about exercising. She's excited about working out, and she's excited about losing some weight, and she's got more patience and all of that. Baby, she mean it when she say, I'm alive. I feel alive. She mean that, baby. That wasn't I to tell her to say that. What she said, she said. She said, I don't have a speech prepared. I said, you don't even have to use a speech. You just tell what you feel. Like, that's it. She said, and da 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 da, and I'm alive. I feel alive. I say, well, you gotta feel alive then, Lori. That's why. When people like Elbeline say, I didn't have insulin. It had gotten too expensive. My blood sugar was in the 300s. And Alive comes through and changes the game. When my daddy says, baby, I'm out of Alive, I need to order about 2 so that I won't run out no more. I don't want to run out because I like how I feel with it. Listen, there's something about what this product is doing for people. We can't afford to be selfish and be concerned about somebody saying no. They say no, they say no. They miss out on the blessing. But that doesn't mean stop talking. It doesn't mean stop telling people. It means that the people you telling ain't the ones that can see it right now. They can't receive it right now. And people like being spectators, honestly. Most people want to just watch. They want to sit back and watch and see if it works. Do it really work? Do it work? Is it going to work? Is it going to work? They like this. Got my eye on it, but I need to see if it's going to work. Y'all done some stuff like that before and it didn't work. Let me watch. They looking and lurking, lurking and looking. They want to know if it's going to work. But I'm looking for some now people. Now people are the people that they need some help now. They need some energy now. They need some answers now. Like I'm looking for them people. Why? Those people right there, those people, those are the people that like are like Mary Magdalene, who was forgiven much by Jesus and served him faithfully. Jesus, wherever you going, I'm going with you. What you need, I'm going to make sure you good. I'm going to make sure you taken care of. Because she was saved much. She was healed much. He did much for her. Her life was very different. When something or someone changes your life like that, you got a different level of loyalty. You got a different level of belief. You move differently. They were speaking the same language, and the word says that there was nothing impossible for them. Nothing is impossible, y'all. We limit ourselves and others because we want to control how things happen. I don't care how God does it. I just need him to do it. I believe. I believe God. I believe. I don't even have room for unbelief. I believe God, and I'm going to believe until the end. And at the end, I'm going to believe some more. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Huh. Sometimes God will challenge you to do what people thought was impossible, and in that way let people know what is possible. I just believe God. I believe him. I believe him. I believe what he says. I believe that it's possible. And not only do I believe that it's possible, I believe it's possible for me. It's possible for the people connected to me. There's some impossibilities that God is trying to manifest in your life. And if nothing else, y'all, if you don't have another cheerleader, you know I'm the cheerleader for what people say is impossible. Like, I be like, God can do it. Honey, don't give up. Don't quit. Don't faint. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you faint. Don't you do it. God got too much on the line for you to faint now. He's doing way too much in your life for you to faint now. He has need of you. Don't quit now. I know they said you can't write a book. Write the book. I know they said that you can't be a speaker. Speak. Open up your mouth. The world is waiting for you to show up. You. Listen, there's something inside of you that God is waiting to unleash on the earth. And what he's waiting on is you. He's just waiting on you to believe enough to step out. He's waiting on you to believe enough to start that business. He's waiting on you to believe enough to sing that song. He's waiting on you to believe enough to preach that word. He's waiting on you to believe enough to make that move. He's waiting on you to believe so that you can be the example of what's possible. There are possibilities that he wants to show people, and you're the one that's to be used as an example, but you don't believe enough to do it. Do it and believe. Do it and show them what God can do. I know it doesn't make sense. I know it's not logical, but do it anyway. Do it because God said do it. Do it. And watch him get the glory. Watch him be glorified. Watch him be magnified. Watch you inspire others to believe and to do and to take a chance on something that they know they're supposed to do, but they've been afraid to do it because they've been comfortable. And the enemy of greatness is comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be great. I want to be record breaking. I want to be life changing. I want to be great. You know why I want that? Because it's in me. That's who I am. I am great. And so are you. People have told you for too long that you're regular. They've told you for too long what you can't do. They told you that mess and you believe it because they said it. If they said it, it must be true. Listen, the devil is a lie and his cockeyed mammy. Both of them are lies. Yes, I talked about his mama, okay? Listen, you got to know that God wants more for your life. So this is my belief. This is my belief. My belief is that we have misunderstood the text where the Apostle Paul says, I've learned how to be content. Our definition of content is not what he meant, okay? Our definition of content is not what he meant. He said, I've learned how to be content in whatever state I find myself. I've abounded and I've been abased. And I was content in each situation. Now, let me tell you what we take that to mean. We take that to mean, well, wherever we are, we just got to stay right there. That ain't what he meant. He's learned how to accept wherever he is in that moment, right? Not to fight against it, but to accept it for what it was while he continued his journey. So he didn't, he wasn't angry because he was there. He wasn't bitter because he was there. He understood where he was. Okay, this is where I am right now. Okay, this has a purpose. God, what is the purpose of this place? What is the purpose of this state I'm in right now? But it was never that he just was going to stay right there for the rest of his life. No, that was never it. The Apostle Paul, y'all saw what Paul did. Paul was in prison. He was in the jail, and he was praising God until the doors opened up. Yes, the enemy wants us to be complacent so that we won't go for greatness. I don't want to go for greatness because what if I miss? What if I fail? Then what? People gonna look at me. People gonna, I don't care if they laugh until they fall on the floor. Let me tell y'all something. I've been telling people I'm gonna make my first million this year. I'm gonna make my first million this year. It ain't happened yet, but it's gonna happen this year. So I don't care that they laughed at me the other times and it didn't happen. I don't care because it's happening this time. Guess what? And if by some stretch of the imagination, it doesn't happen within the year time frame that I'm referring to, then so what? I'm going to still say it the next year because this is going to be the year. I don't care how many times I got to say it. I don't care how many times I got to say it. I'm going to do it. See, the problem with us is we're so busy worrying about what people think about us, what people think about what we're doing, that we won't go for great. We won't go for great. Because it's better to be content and complacent and okay than to go for greatness because you might fail. Well, let me help you. Let me help you. How about we change the way we think about failure? How about we change that? Failure is not you started a business and the business didn't work. That's not failure. Oh, you learned some invaluable lessons if you'll learn them and take them. Failure is not you went for a goal and you didn't get it. That's not failure. That's not failure. That's you figure out what do I need to do differently next time so that I can hit my goal. See, we think that stuff is failure. That's not failure. We make it failure because we stop right there. That's what makes it failure, not the fact that it transpired. Listen, people would say that I failed at a lot of stuff. I don't give two flying flips because guess what? It was not failure for me. What it was another lesson learned. And everything that looked like failure in the past was designed for this season of my life right now, right? I'm talking about this one. This one where I'm taking no prisoners. This one where I'm playing full out. This one where I'm going all in. This one where I'm going for greatness, no holds barred. This one where it doesn't matter what anyone says or does. It doesn't matter whether it's recognized or not. It doesn't matter if anybody else sees it or not. I see it. We see it. We're doing it. We're making it happen. And I'm going to tell y'all this because I want y'all to be real clear. I want y'all to be real clear. When it happens, I need you to know that I said it. That's why I say what I say with my chest. I said it. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said and I meant it. I ain't scared. Diamond by the end of September. Diamond. Double diamond by the end of December. Double diamond. Don't play with us. Don't play with us. Why? I came to change a lot of people's lives. Not playing with this. I see the compensation plan. I see the money that's built into it. I'm not playing with this. Y'all can play with it or don't play with it or be like, oh, it's a scam. It's one of them pyramid things. Or I don't care about nobody saying that. Do y'all think I care? Because for every person that says that, there's somebody out there looking for something that will allow them to leverage their efforts with the efforts of others. Are y'all not tired of doing everything by yourself? See, this is the thing that kills me. We have to do everything by ourselves, and then we like, look, in the church. I'm going to talk about the church for just a minute. Come on, pastors. Where my pastors at? Where my pastors at? My bishops and my apostles. Where y'all at? Because listen, you'll get this. Then I'm going to talk to other people. I'm not saying they better than y'all. I ain't saying that at all, but I'm speaking specifically to leaders, right? Listen, let me tell y'all this. You spend so much time leading and having to do everything yourself, afraid to relinquish anything to anybody else because you don't trust them to do it the way you want them to do it. You don't trust them to get it done. You don't trust them because, I don't know because I've tried in the past and they didn't get it. I tried in the past. And let me tell y'all something. You know that God does not desire for leaders to have to do everything. That's not God's desire. That's our saboteurs at work. That's our controller. We got to control everything because they're not going to do it the way we would do it. Well, maybe the way that we would do it is not the way that God wants it done. Let people experiment. Let them try. Let them make some mistakes and some missteps so that they can learn and grow. Believe in them enough to give them the space to make a mistake and help build up their confidence so that even if they make a mistake, you encourage them. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I need y'all to understand this, leaders. Leaders, as long as you stay operating in that controller saboteur, you'll never be great. You'll never be great. Your ministry will never be great. It'll always be where it is. Why? Because you can't be big when little got you. And little got you if you can't delegate. Little's got you if you can't trust other people to do stuff. Little's got you. Yes. Yes, Rena, it takes an empire. It takes a team to build an empire. You can't build an empire without a team. I'm real clear on that. That's why I'm telling y'all, I'm looking for some me's. I'm looking for some me's because some me's will get it. Some me's will understand. Not me as in they're exactly like me, but they're like me in that they have incredible drive. And listen, this is my whole thing. I believe this. If I can impact the health and wealth of other people, regardless of where they are in the world, if I can show them and empower them to take control of their personal economy, they'll never have to struggle again. Does that mean that there'll never be any challenges? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that they'll understand that I have within me what is required in order for me to do what I need to do to change my situation and my circumstances. People don't believe that. People don't believe that. They think that they got to wait for a government bailout. They've got to wait for for this. They got to wait for that. They got to wait for their income tax check to come. When my income tax check come this. When my income tax check come that. When this come that. Then, like, listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all better learn how to get it out the mud. That's what nothing. Do it with what you got. I started a whole school with what I had. We were struggling to pay a light bill, and I started a freaking school. The school is closed now, and some would say I failed. It never got to the numbers that I wanted it to get to, and some would say I failed. But when I look at the young people that came through the doors of that school, I know I did not fail. I succeeded. I succeeded in impacting the lives of those young people. I succeeded in presenting a model that had not been presented before. I succeeded in stepping out. I succeeded in taking a risk and taking a chance. I succeeded in that. It may not have been success as other people would have defined it, but it was success for me. And it was success for the lives of those young people. You see, we struggle because we don't, we let other people define success. And we've gotten caught up on what we think success is supposed to look like. But I'm going to tell you what I've learned. True success is doing what God tells you to do and what he's ordained. It's believing. I just waited. It's believing. It's taking a risk. And I'm not done with the school. Not done. May not be there in Tampa, but I'm not done. It was a pause, a reset, a rebuild. Rena said it most definitely didn't fail. The purpose was for the moment and it accomplished its purpose. Amen. It connected me with Rena. It connected me with her son, Willie. That's my baby. I love my babies. They all are my babies. And it was predominantly boys. Predominantly boys. But baby, let me tell you something. I did not play with them boys. Okay? I did not play with them boys. And I spoke life to them. And I held them to a standard. And I told them they could do it. And I showed them how to do it. And I made them think. I told them you got to be courageous. You got to be a warrior. Got too many soft men. And I ain't talking about gay because some of the gay men is tougher than the straight men. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm talking about too many soft men. Too many soft men who won't lead, who want to lead, but aren't leading. They want to be the head, but they not head. It takes courage to lead. I'm telling y'all, I'm sick of people with no courage. Get your courage up. Get your courage up. The reason that they were able to be in a position to build something that would reach into the very heavens and cause God, the Holy Spirit, and the Son of God to all come down was that they believed, they were courageous, and they did something that they'd never seen done. They were trying to build the first towers. Y'all, do y'all hear me? Listen. It's time for you to grow up. Man up, woman up. Boss up. Bossing up isn't about just saying, I'm making boss moves. I'm over here making boss moves. I'm being a boss. Well, guess what? You ain't being a boss if you being content and complacent and comfortable. That is not boss status. Boss status is laying it all on the line for what you believe in. It requires courage. I ain't talking about liquid courage. I ain't talking about drink some alcohol and get some courage. No, I'm talking about the kind of courage where you say it with your chest out when you ain't had a drop of alcohol. That's what I'm talking about. When you ain't smoked a joint. When you ain't done no altering state things. That's what I'm talking about. We got to get to the place where we understand at the core of our being who we are and stand on it. Rena said, Balance your solar plexus chakra. You can't, girl, you know you can't talk about chakra to these people. These, oh, that's the devil. That's witchcraft. Oh, that's the devil. When I tell you God so strategically created our bodies and aligned our listen, y'all don't want to hear that though, because that's too far to the left for y'all. That's too far to the left. So y'all don't understand your bodies. You don't understand what's going in your bodies. You don't understand how to take control and dominion over your bodies, and you're wondering why you're struggling with the things you're struggling with because you don't understand. You don't understand the science of your body. God is a master scientist. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say, "Oh, it's the spirit," but He is also a master scientist to intricately create out. Y'all think He just molded the dirt and that was it? No, He put some thought into that thing. He knew how to connect different things. He knew what needed to be connected with what. Like God understood that this was a very deliberate establishment of life. Wasn't just some dirt put together, breathed in with no thought. But, you know, I guess it makes people in churches feel better to say that, you know? And I'm not saying that He did not craft man by hand using the soil of the earth. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling y'all is He put our brain where He put our brain for a reason. Both of them. The brain that's here and the one that's in our gut, because we've got two brains. And our gut brain affects this brain. You're foggy because your gut is messed up. But we don't know that because we think everything is just about the spirit. So we don't study. We study the Bible, but we don't study anything else. So now you know the word of God, but you don't know how to manifest the word of God and live out the word of God, because that's all you know is the word of God. Am I saying the word of God is of no effect? I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that God has given us brains for a reason, for us to use them, but we don't want to use them. We want to make everything super spiritual and spooky. It ain't spooky. It's not spooky. There is a science to absolutely everything, and God created that way. God is a God of order. Come on. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I just have allowed Him to show me and teach me and direct my path and show me what is the problem. Why is the people that's supposed to have the truth some of the worst off people in the world? Why is the place that is supposed to be the place of healing, the place where the most sickness just stays? I'm not talking about you go in sick. I'm talking about you go in sick and you stay sick, and you've been sick for 30 years. All the 30 years that you've been in the church getting up testifying. And I just want to thank God that I saw another day. He woke me up this morning and started me on my, you got the same testimony. For the last 30 years, there's a problem. I said what I said and I don't care. There's a problem. You done had the same 15 members for 30 years. There's a problem. You done had the same building fund with no building built for the last 30 years. There's a problem. I said what I said. There's a problem. And guess what? The problem is not God. The problem is not the people. The problem is you. And we don't want to talk about that. And we don't want to deal with that. But the fact of the matter is, shepherds are keeping the sheep dumb. And you wonder why they acting dumb, because you're keeping them dumb. And sometimes it's not that you're intentionally keeping them dumb. You're keeping them dumb because you're dumb. And when I say dumb, I mean lacking knowledge. Not that you can't learn. That's not it. But you won't learn. Not that you can't be great, but you won't be great. You won't be great because it's not comfortable. Greatness requires a dismantling of the comfortable. And Corey said, and them chakras are connected to every system, but it was hidden from us so we can remain sick and big pharma can profit and the enemy can say it's evil. Abso-darn-lutely. Abso-darn-lutely. when you understand the limbic systems, when you understand the somatic nervous system, when you understand the parasympathetic system, listen, when you begin to understand these things and how they are connected to the chakras and the foods that you eat, okay? This is why Dr. Sebi's work was so impactful, because he understood the systems of the body and the connection between the systems of the body and the food that we eat, even down to the color of the chakras and the color of the foods that you need to eat. Listen, y'all, they got us twisted up. They got us twisted up so that we don't even understand, and we think everything is evil, everything is witchcraft, everything is new age, when God is trying to give us the keys to unlock our health, to unlock our riches. We're blinded. We just keep praying. God sends answers and we overlook them because they don't look like we thought they were going to look. I don't know why I'm saying this. And I did not come on with the intention of talking about leadership like this, but leaders, we got to do better. Got to do better. And doing better starts with us. Starts with us. It starts with us. This is why when you have churches where the leader is prospering, but the people aren't prospering, that too is a problem. You understand what I'm telling you? We're all supposed to prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. That was Paul's desire. He said, and this is my desire, that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. We're prospering souls, but ain't nothing else in your life prospering. Your soul is prospering, but you still sick all the time. Your soul is prospering, but you still broke all the time. Your soul is prospering, but this other stuff ain't changing. Ain't nothing else changing in your life. Ain't nothing. Your relationships are not changing. Your families are not changing. There's not no listen. And I'm not saying that you won't encounter challenges, but I'm saying ain't nothing getting better. Ain't nothing improving. Is your soul really prospering? Because when your soul prospers, then it creates change in you, and the change in you begins to radiate and create change in everything and everyone around you. So my baby said, I'm contagious. Being around me is contagious. Because you're going to have to poop or get off the pot. We've gotten so used to doing things a certain way, and the way is not working. But we know it. It's familiar. And it's comfortable. Just remember, comfortable is the enemy of greatness. It's the enemy, mortal enemy. You want to kill greatness? Oh, just stay comfortable. You know, my husband and I have had to make some big decisions, and I know that you know, there's a part of him that wants to, you know, like maintain control, right? To make sure that he's doing his part, you know, to make sure it's, listen, I'm a ride. I'm a rider. I'm a ride with you. You know, when you step out on faith, I'm riding with you. I got you. We got this. See, I can work with that. I can work with that more than I can work with, I just want to stay comfortable. See, because I know what he wants. Like, we put vision to paper, right? I know what he wants. I know what he desires. But baby, that comfortable be trying to grab him and pull him back. If he trying to grab him and pull him, I'll be like, hey, don't go. Don't go. Don't come. Come into the light, baby. Come into the light. Come into the light. Listen, because I'm not scared. I know there are women who would be scared and who would be like, no, you just need to keep doing this because, you know, this provides us with some extra. I don't care about that. But we got it. Let's do it. God's gonna give us strategies. He's gonna give us some new strategies. He's gonna give us some other things that we can do, babe. Let's go. Let's go all out. Let's go full out. Let's do it. Look. We're on one accord. And you're speaking the same language. There is nothing impossible. Nothing is impossible. God can do what he does because he likes that. Y'all don't know that. He He likes that. He likes to do stuff that is impossible or looks impossible or seems impossible. So you can say, nobody but God did that. Oh, baby, you better believe. Oh, yeah, we did our part, but God, oh, no, this was God. This was a God move. How did that happen? God? How did you do that? God? How did you make that happen in that few days? God? God did. They didn't believe in you. God did. They doubted you. God didn't. God believed. God said, oh, no. Oh, my baby's doing that. Oh, they doing that. Oh, yeah, they changing lives. Oh, yeah, people going to make money and people's health is improving. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, God did. So stop worrying about who don't believe in you. Stop worrying about who don't acknowledge you. Stop worrying about who don't believe you. God did. When we do that, kill those saboteurs and believe full out. It changes us at the cellular level. Did y'all know that? Did you know belief causes change at the cellular level? Your whole DNA has to line up. Your whole body has to line up. Look. Yes, Corey, we got to go back to eating. Girl, listen. You know that's coming. Y'all know listen. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Listen, this thing that God is doing, as God is unlocking things and making connections and pulling it together, I am in absolute and utter awe of him and how much sense things make when you look at the system side by side and you be like, oh, well, that's why this and that's why that and that connects to this and this connects to this and this is why this. And so if we just this, then we change things. But you got to be able to see. The blinded eyes have to be opened and the scales have to fall from your eyes so that you can see. Whosoever will, let them come. You all, tonight I do part 1 of No More Sabotage, where you identify your saboteurs and you're able to destroy them. Y'all need to register now because you have assessments that you've got to take, okay? So I need you to register now so you can take the assessment so you can be ready for class tonight. Get your registrations in. Go to bit.ly/No More Sabotage, bit.ly/No More Sabotage, so that you can get your assessments, so you can have them done, so that you can really maximize tonight's class. And then Sunday, we talk about moving from surviving to thriving. Y'all, you don't want to miss this. This is game changing. Look, I pray that the word has blessed you. I pray that you have been encouraged. I pray that you've been provoked. I pray that you felt something. Some people are just numb, doing life numb and dumb, right? That's how we go through life, numb and dumb. Dumb as in not knowing, not aware, not learning, not open. Like, it's time. It's time for us to grow up. It's time for us to mature. See, that's why Jesus could talk to people on all different levels and they would get some different things out of it. It wasn't that he was saying all these different things, but there were layers to it. It's time for us to understand the mysteries of God. We know what the text says. We know how to do that. We memorize the text, but we don't understand the mysteries because we content with the surface. God says it's time to go deeper. It's time to go deeper. And when you go deeper, everybody won't understand it and everybody won't agree and everybody won't like it and everybody won't this, but the proof is in the pudding. You tell me about your faith and I'm going to show you my faith. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you. You tell me that you got faith and I'm going to show you my faith. You're going to see my faith in action because you're going to see it manifest stuff. I'm not just talking about it. I'm going to be about it. And it's okay if you ain't about it. And it's okay if you don't agree. And it's okay if you don't like it. Because I don't give two flying flips. Because it's not for you. Or maybe it is for you. But you're blinded to it. And until you're unblinded, I'm not trying to make you see nothing. You'll see. Keep watching. I know you're watching. I know you're looking. Looking and lurking, lurking and looking. It's real. It's real. These products are really changing lives. Starting with ours. Like ours have changed immensely. They're changing lives. And this company is changing finances. And I'm going to say this. Timing is everything, right? Timing is everything. And sometimes you may have picked something up early. And it's time to pick it up again. Look again. Go back out into the deep. Cast your net on the other side. Just saying, God is always working and working it out for our good. And y'all know what? I just was looking at my legs and my legs have shrunk. Bless the name of the Lord. How about that? My knees don't have all that fluid on them. Bless the name of the Lord. Thank you, God. I received that right there, honey. I received that. Yes, Jesus. So look, you guys, go ahead and register for the No More Sabotage class. The class is tonight and Sunday night. Go to bit.ly/No More Sabotage, bit.ly/No More Sabotage. Listen, let's get everything that God has for us. Everything. This is our time. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. And remember this. I want y'all to remember this. Remember this. Comfortable is the enemy of greatness. Go be great. It is 2 nights, Whitfield. It's Thursday night and Sunday night because it's 2 parts to it. Listen, hit me up. I'm going to tell you about it.